If you are not hitting your income goals for your income streams, this video is for you. If you're tired of publishing book after book only to send it into the abyss of 15 million books that are never see the light of day, this video is for you. This video is going to be short and sweet. I want to be very clear about what I've done so you can do the same to be able to hit your KDP income report goals. We watch those every month. It allows us to be inspired by others. It also gives us permission to do it. And in this video, I'm just going to break down a goal and share from my example so you can start hitting this goal faster. When I began, it's like ridiculous. My goal at the beginning of 2022 was to publish 1,000 books. Like, there is no reason behind that. I thought, oh, if I publish 1,000 books, I can make $1,000 a month. Okay, let's break down this myth, because this is a myth. And let me show you what I actually did when I realized what I was doing was wrong. So, as I mentioned before, it's so overwhelming to have hundreds of books in your account, especially when you learn the stats that only 80% of your sales come from 20% of your books. So let's try to narrow down that 20% and focus on that to be able to accelerate and gain clarity so we actually enjoy publishing books, right? And when you have that many books, learn from me. I mean, right now at the time of this recording, I have 200 active books, and that's fine because I have the bandwidth and the time and energy to optimize them. But as you guys have heard me talk about in previous videos about building multiple income streams, I don't necessarily want to spend all my time optimizing hundreds of books. So if you can gain clarity earlier to not publish 1,000 books, then you will be in a position to optimize really well. And I'm going to share my journey once I realized that. And then I just pretty much punched that goal in the face. Like, why am I publishing 1,000 books? It doesn't even make sense. That's part of my personality for consistency and extremism. Like, at the time of this recording, I've been going 6 months every day fasting. And that type of stuff's fun for me because I'm compounding something for the end goal. And there's multiple ways to do things, right? When you're trying to lose fat, you could certainly get on a treadmill and not eat any high calorie food. And there's different ways to achieve a goal. So I'm not saying like this is just the way that I did it once I learned. And because most of the stats on KDP tell us that 80% of our sales come from 20% of our books, once I learned that, I stopped my goal of publishing 1,000 and I focused on optimizing what I had. And then I saw a change. And I'm going to talk about that change because I brought my percent up higher than 20%. I got it to like 39% through optimizing. So let's talk about what are your end goals. Do you have goals to publish 1,000? Why? What does it mean to you for your dream life? Because not all of them are going to sell. If they do, you should teach a course on it because that would be amazing. And you'd probably have to publish like 3,000 to get 1,000 to sell. I don't know. Like my goal, I thought your goal. I think goals, like when you come to my channel, you care about residual income. You want to build something that can help change your life. And so if we were able to live near the Amazon River in Peru and we could siphon a little bit of the water to come into our backyard would we want to make that siphon and that little runoff optimized? Or would we be digging like 7 or 8 or 9 different spots for the water to come to our house? Kind of sounds silly when you think of it like that, right? Like, no, we want a really well navigated path of income to come to us. Okay? So the goal's residual income. We need to optimize. So how do we get there? How do we create that path to our house from the river? We have to niche down. We have to niche down. I will always say it both ways for everyone around the world. I need to learn this word in other languages, right? We have to niche down. That's going to allow us to build one path and then make it least resistant, right? So focus on your best chances. What is in your account that seems to be trending, doing okay? Like, success leaves clues. This is your clue inside your account. Go through the data, see why the book sold. When you can identify stuff like that, you can niche down and spread out in one niche. That's all I did. Just worked on owning the niche. So let's talk about setting a goal instead of, let's set a financial goal, because then we can reverse engineer it and put actions behind it. My very first goal was to make a couple $100. And then in month 3 that happened, so I set a new goal. $1K a month from KDP. As you have been following my account, you know that this happened. Let's break down this goal. Let's be modest. Let's just start at the bare minimum of $3 profit. Now, if you're like, I can't make a book with $3 of profit, then you need to work on your book skills and create something more attractive with more features. Because people who pay for books, you don't want to race to the bottom. You want a premium product. As I've talked about in many other videos, Amazon's print shop, they don't use newsprint. They don't use cheap coloring book pages like you get at the supermarket or grocery store. Your book's already premium just by the way it's put together by Amazon. And don't you value your time? Amazon doesn't value your time. If you don't value your time, nobody else will. So set some serious goals around your profit margin, because you need this to change your life. Okay, so if I'm dividing $1,000 a month by the minimum of $3,000 or $3, pardon me, then I need to look at selling 333 books a month. Now, this doesn't have to be 333 different books. That's what people are getting misunderstood about. They're misunderstanding this. Once you see success leaves clues and you have an idea of what book is doing okay, like, that's your answer to dive into that and really work on that, right? And think about, could you do this in one niche? Could you have 6 books that sell 300 times a month? Yes, that's happening to me. I haven't hit, since I created my new books, I haven't hit 300 from one book in 1 month. But my dear friends, 80% of my sales are coming from one niche. I built out that brand. I follow your Chic Geek, Kim. I love her. And one thing that her and I have in common, we have a couple things in common which make me love her, but we always talk about how important branding is. And I truly believe that when you can build out something, a customer wants to identify with you. and they want to feel seen and heard. And if you build out a shop, imagine them walking into it and they see all these books that are really similar yet different. They're like, wow, they made a product for every problem I have. I love that. I love being able to solve my problems with books. There's a lot of people that do. So that could totally take us down another conversation about how keyword stuffing and putting tons of keywords inside your book actually hurts your book. If you need a video on that, then you tell me why you need a video on that in the comments so I can support you, because I think it's a good topic. If you're keyword stuffing, how do you build out a brand? Like, there's so much methodology behind it that once you see the light behind building a brand, you won't want to do anything other than owning a niche and building out a brand. So this comes down to 11 books a day. Now imagine if you had a brand and you were posting about your books every hour. You guys, compound effect. What you put in, you get out. Don't overlook your natural ability to grow an income stream. Please like and subscribe so you can get more videos, and let me know, what are your goals? And I'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Peace out.